turn the camera off when you finish eating chocolate miles. Good morning, beautiful people. I know, I've got a lot of explaining to do about why I went MIA again. But the thing is, it wasn't by choice. And by that, I mean I lost my voice. Look at me spitting bars up in here. My main problem in life is just having too much energy, right? Like I know most people want more. I want less. I just have way too much. It can be quite crippling, like all of the time, you know? Anyways, if you follow me, especially on IG, then you know what I was going through earlier in the year. I am that kind of person that comes out of hospital for severe meningitis and then 2 days later is vlogging like they're fine in a different country. Like, that's how stupid I am. But it's also my way too much energy that makes me do mad things like this. Anyways, I was sensible for once. I feel like at this point, for me to just sit on my ass and rest, like I either have to get extremely ill or someone would have to give me a general anesthetic. Do you know what I'm saying? So I took a little break, you know, like I somehow managed to just spend a lot of time in nature and disconnect and like not look at my phone, clear out a lot of crap in my life. And by crap, I mean some of it being human. And I was really like, you know, I've rested, I'm ready to come back with a vengeance. And then what happens? What happens? I was ready to film 3.5 weeks ago and I lost my voice. Like, I literally lost my voice. And to be honest, I was that desperate to come back and film. I was like, do I learn sign language? Do I, you know, but then it just spiraled into a whole new thing. And Jill was like, babe, I think you just need to wait until you get your voice back. So I promise you we will get into the food and stuff in a second. But I came home today, right? Postman was leaving. I'm gonna insert a picture because I feel like some of you won't believe the extent of this. Basically, I was waiting for, I am still waiting for, an extremely important package, right? This morning when I got back from the gym, homeboy who was delivering the post was doing one in the van. For all you Americans, that doesn't mean doing someone in a van. That means like leaving in a van. I managed to like chase him down and he was like, yeah, don't worry. Like I realized it was an important one, so I left it under the rug. Like, it's safe, it's hidden. If I saw a package outside someone's front door and it was like just a box, right? Even if I knew there was pure gold inside of it, I would probably just leave the package. However, if I saw this kind of package, which kind of looks like it's been hidden or camouflaged, and like there's a bomb inside of it, I'm probably gonna pick it up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, what he did drew more attention to the box, because anyone that walked past that was probably thinking, what the f***? Is it a child? Is it an animal? Is it a nuclear weapon? How do you hide this under a rug? The funniest thing was, the guy was like, oh yeah, I knew it was important because it was an iPhone. At all of them, the lemon cashew. Magique coffee. Did they send my Madagascar vanilla? Yes, they did. Speaking of Vivo, they actually have, for all of you who've been waiting, they have new links, so they're all down below. So yeah, now literally everything is 10% off if you click down below. And you all know what my favorites are. At least you should. I know the nut butter reviews have not been back for a while, but that's only because I said I'd do them when there's something very special. I'm going to prove to you today that I slam people that I also support the most if they make a shit product. Because someone, I really do respect this person, but they've come out with their own nut butter range. Guys, we got beef. These better be good. They cost like freaking $3.50 each. Don't anyone tell me that Vegemite is better, because I will find out where you live. This stuff. Alright, are we going, hold on, vegan mozzarella, or am I going for the classique cheddar? Which, to be honest, is my favorite. But I've heard that the mozzarella melts better. If I keep moving this equipment any further back to block out the sunlight that was on my face, I'm literally gonna end up in the garden. So these are the first batch, actually I don't know if they're the first batch I've bought of locally grown British strawberries of the year. But I will say, when I, hold on. Did not expect first batch to be this sweet this early in the year. If you're wondering about the crumpets, Marmite has been the story of my life more than peanut butter has. In fact, even more than tahini has. Like, You're probably thinking, how's that possible? Literally between the age of 4 and 13, I lived on Marmite and toast. I know it's a big thing now, like Starbucks and stuff have caught onto the Marmite and cheese panini. Before they even knew about the combination of Marmite and cheese, I was doing it first. Like way before I was vegan. And then they came and stole my idea. I don't know how they found out about it, but I've got a whole video coming up about just things, just things that have left you probably so confused that I haven't shared for like a year. Obviously shared a lot of vulnerable stuff in the last year. Well, you probably thought it was vulnerable, but I shared 1%. I'm actually using the original Vivolife, not to be confused with Vivolife. I used to be obsessed with this cheese. Like I would open a packet and just eat the whole thing with onion. Yes, I do many silly things like that. These are gonna go in the oven literally just for like 5 minutes till the cheese melts. You can also use the air fryer. That's always better because it gets crispy too, like the edges.
Hey, yo, girl ain't got no edges.
My air fryer is too small to host 3 crumpets, which is quite pathetic. Anyways, oven or air fryer until it melts. And then we have lots and lots and lots of green accione. I keep saying that dill is my favorite herb, but it is actually parsley that I have like every single day. And not just a little sprinkle, okay, I'm talking a lot of parsley choppage. Cheese kind of exploded. This hasn't happened before, but that's how it's done properly. When I've munched this, we're gonna do the nut butter review straight away. Someone's about to go south. Right, some of you might be asking, you know, why would I slam someone that I creatively love and support? And that is because I don't have double standards, right? And I'm always saying things, and I don't know why this still triggers people on Instagram. I've always been a big believer that you have to sometimes, so let's flip the roles. You have to separate the person from the message, right? And I've said this a lot of times in the last couple of years, because of all the madness, well, 3 years, because of all the madness that's been going on in the world, I realized that a lot of people hate people based on one thing that they've said or something that they're known for. And then when they start talking a lot of truth or doing something really good in the world, they're automatically kind of like, you know, they're basically not taken seriously because they maybe said one thing that the person disagreed with, or even 100 things that the person disagreed with. But my point is, there are people in this world that I don't like or fuck with at all, right? On any kind of level. But then they can say things which are absolutely crystal clear true, and I believe that, and I can support the statement without supporting the person. So flip the roles. You can still love the person and their previous content and slam their nut butters, is my justification for this. Deliciously Ella has come out with her own range of nut butters. I feel like she tried to do it on the sly so that I wouldn't like catch on, and then... But I immediately had a problem when I picked these off the shelves because I read the ingredients. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this one. I take that back. This is the plain peanut butter that is just peanuts and salt. But I immediately had a problem with this one because, as you can tell, right? And that's in this lighting that makes you look lighter. Don't forget, like, I'm dark. Like, I'm very tanned in real life and people are often shocked by that, but it's that this light makes me look light. So if this jar still looks a lot darker than my skin, trust me, it's very, very, very over roasted. This is burnt. This is burnt. So this one is the smooth almond butter with ginger, cinnamon, and vanilla. I mean, that sounds... What I don't understand, and this is where my big problem comes in, is when people that know Because a lot of people apparently still don't know, and it blows my mind. And every time I say it in a video that agave is the least healthiest sweetener, everyone's like, what? And they don't understand why. And I'm like, how do you still not know? It's been written in every health article. Dr. Greger has multiple videos on it. And again, fructose, when it comes from whole fruit, brilliant. But when it's not from fruit, not a good thing at all. And again, in small amounts, is it okay? Of course. But the thing is, Ella is someone that promotes her products as healthy. And this is where the disconnect comes in. I'm like, did someone take over her brand? I know she knows that agave syrup is not healthy at all. And that's why in all of her books, which I bought the first two, in all of her recipes where she uses sweeteners in her books, she uses maple syrup or coconut sugar. I believe it may just be maple syrup because she knows agave is not healthy. That's a good texture. Beautiful, beautiful texture. Just 2 ingredients, but look what she done, she burnt it. Cheers. I mean, yeah, it's a deep roast. She actually forget to put deep roast on it. I'm a bit confused. Ooh. All right, so this is the creamy chocolate and roasted hazelnut butter. I don't even know if these are available in the States yet. Cheers. Fuck me, that's sweet. Even for me, that bangs, not gonna lie. By the sounds of things, you would think this one would be the best, right? Texture is beautiful. It smells like something, I don't know what it is. Do you know what? I do know what it is. It smells like the cinnamon rolls in Starbucks, which are not vegan in the UK, so therefore I have not had for many years. But before that, I used to eat them like every day. It smells like that. Taste-wise, it bangs. For some reason, I'm just angry about the agave. As if I'm like not gonna down this though, and then not want lunch till like 10 p.m. Turn the camera off when you finish eating chocolate miles. Just in case you're wondering, it's Bourneville, which for some reason, I know it's a bit of a trashy chocolate, but it's like a dark chocolate that's sweet and I've always loved it. So that's the thing, I do these things as well, and like usually, always don't show them. Because I feel like what's the point if I'm having like a couple of mouthfuls of, yes, trashy Bourneville chocolate. If I'm speaking a bit differently, it's only because the roof of my mouth not doing so well, because that peanut butter was burnt. I know I'm going quite hard on this one, but honestly it was burnt. Anyways, I'm not gonna let it go to waste, and the sweet ones I'm not going to waste anyway because they taste absolutely incredible. In fact, this one I've already put quite, I don't know if you can see, I've already put quite a dent in this one. Just wanted to show you, this is the jar the next day. It's 11 AM. That's why I can't buy shit like this, you know. It was good though. I don't want to let this burnt one to go to waste. And because it's a very intensified peanut flavor, that's actually the best kind of peanut butter to use in sauces when you want a really when you only want to use a little bit, but you want a big bang of peanut butter. I haven't made this exact combination before, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to work. We're making peanut butter pasta, which I've done before, but I am blending the burnt peanut butter with some fresh cherry tomatoes, some beautiful sun-dried tomatoes, which are also flavored with garlic and basil. And how many limes? Do you know what limes, lemons, same thing. Can be lemon, can be lime, can be a mixture. Using high protein pasta. As always, this one is red lentil. Also taking my B12, which I'm terrible at remembering to take. It is so fruity, I want another squirt, but... Guys, this is the most delicious sauce. But the flavour bangs. This sauce turned out absolutely incredible, like wouldn't change anything about it, so I will leave the measurements and ingredients I used down below. You don't have to use burnt peanut butter, but cheers. A day does not pass, guys. A day does not pass when I don't have at least 2 melons. If I'm being generous, I might share some with Jill. Only thing that tops this before dinner is persimmon. Oh my god, this is even better than the other one. Jill's plate is contesting with Mount Everest. Then I need some cinnamon. This is just the cauldron one, which sometimes I use when I'm lazy. Hummus. Hummus, of course. It's in beautiful gold. Cheers.